teacher and classmates, we will do our project. The topic that we chose is, well, first we will talk about Peru. Peru is a country that have a big problem with the pollution and about the health. It's a biggest problem in cities like Lima, where on a year we can see 90,000 deaths about or from air pollution that it affects urban areas like Lima and have the highest amount of air pollution in Latin America. This dirty air can cause asthma, lung problems, and even heart disease. And the people who live near pussy rates breathe more polluted air, and children and other people are more affected about this problem. Well, we can talk about water pollution. Many rivers and lakes in Peru are polluted because of meaning of because of trash or waste weather. It is not known the exact number of how many people die every year from water pollution, but 1 in 4 people of Peruvian people have contaminated water in their home, in their house. This is also more common in rural areas due to the areas being poor.
Um,
Some people drink water from these rivers and get sick. Dirty water can cause problems like diarrhea, stomach problems, and different situations, and even a very serious infections. In the jungle and rural areas, we have many communities that and they don't have a politics or some institutions that um, will help these people. So we can talk about unintentional poisoning, and this is pesticide exposure is a growing problem in agriculture areas. Deaths from unintentional poisoning, we are approximately one for 100,000, 1,000. In rural areas, some people use pesticides and chemicals in farming, and and that sometimes the people don't use the good protection, don't use the good material to do these activities. And also in Peru, it's common to see the we have a lot of activity of illegal mining and these into rivers. So that's all.
for the USA, we also have quite a bit of pollution, particularly in air pollution quality. It may be generally better than the global average, but still a big problem in cities. About 60,000 deaths per year are linked to exposure to air pollution. Um, Cities like New York and Detroit and LA are great examples of cities that definitely contribute to air pollution. Um, in terms of water pollution, most Americans do indeed have access to safe water, but contamination like the lead in Flint, Michigan remains a risk. Unsafe water and sanitation cause relatively few deaths a year, but disparities still exist in low income areas. Um, it's it's crazy that a place like Flint, Michigan made national news. So you think the government would send in some kind of team to go and clean up the water, but apparently they never did, and it's still very much unsafe. And you can't even bathe in the water because if you bathe in the water, risk for cancer goes through the roof. Um, in terms of unintentional poisonings, about 29.9 deaths per year are caused by household chemicals, like mainly like pesticides. That's per 100,000 people annually. Um, and they're also very common, like in terms of unintentional poisoning among children, because people think they have things out of the reach of their children, but apparently they do not. I have literally watched one of my cousins, who was 2, open a medicine bottle that was meant to be like child safety proof. And yeah, it was not.
Yes. Conclusion group. Our project is about target 3 and 9, which wants to reduce scariness and death from pollution and harmful chemicals by 2030. We made a poster because it is easy to understand and help share information. Pollution is a big problem and we want people to know about it. We had some challenges like finding simply information and making the poster clear, but we worked hard and made a good project to help